this is Divyaa Pandit, your tarot card reader, spiritual healer and life coach. So here I am with another video on, no, this is not so much of a public demand, but I felt that I should make this video according to the cases that come to me. There are many people who come to me with this problem. I thought of making this video because I feel there are many people who need to hear this. I don't know, it just came to me intuitively. Why do people put you down? Why do people victimize you? Why are you in that space in life where if you see that if you go to a corporate setting, or if you go to a workplace, or if you see any normal housewife or any woman, any lady at home, or any man, it's not just lady, any man who has been put down very badly by their family or their office colleagues or their boss or generally by their friends. Why does this happen? Yes, it is unworthiness, definitely, but also I feel this is due to a lot of reasons that is connected to your own inner self. First of all, what happens is that we get into this negative space and get victimized or being put down by people because people are ganging up against you, right? People come together, they gossip against you. You will see in a office setting where 10 people have come together to victimize one person, and then that person is so badly treated that that person doesn't know what to do. What happened? What did I do? Because that person is different, because that person is strong. That person is not just like the other people, like being a street smart person or maybe manipulating person. That person is not that kind of a person. So that person is separated from all the other crowd and then ganged up and victimized by them. Possible, right? Same thing happens in a family setting or with your friends also. That one person is put down because that person is too perfect, too nice, too open, too strong. Why does this happen? Because other people are feeling less in front of that person, right? If I don't like an independent woman, I don't like maybe a person who is independent, honest, upfront, all the qualities which I would want to imbibe in myself and I am unable to because I have my own issues. I will always criticize these qualities. I will always demean that person who's independent. Oh, she's independent. I don't like it. I don't know what she must be doing in her life. I don't know where she gets her money from. Right? Because that is something I don't have, so I will criticize and I will put her down. Because I can't be that. I don't have the capability of being that. This is how human mind functions. And that is where I will gang up with people who are like-minded like me and put down that person so badly that I make sure that person suffers to satisfy that unworthiness inside me. These issues are very common, and why do they happen? Why does it happen with one person is getting victimized by 10 other people? Why is it that one person has been put down by 10 other people? Inner child issue. Inner child issue is a very, very rather strong point or a very important thing in your life where you don't realize that what happened in your childhood that turned into all this in your life. When you go back and you see that person, there are many healings, such healings that I do. So I know, I see it every day, that many people who were 7-8 years old or 4-5 years old or in their mother's womb also, there are issues with their parents. When they are born, they don't have a good bond with their mother, they don't have a good bond with their father. So what happens is that same issue carry forwards in your school, in your college, in your marriage, in your office, in your friends and everywhere else. We don't realize that because our mother didn't treat us properly, so no other female will treat me properly. If my father didn't treat me properly, so no other male will treat me properly. If my father was dominating, so I will only meet dominating people in my life. And that is how I have learned to be. Right? This is one of the main points. The other point is that since our childhood, we have learned, because of our family behavior, or this is what how other people have behaved in the family, that we learn to put people on a pedestal. I put someone on a pedestal because I love that person, respect that person, so that person has the power to ill-treat me, disrespect me, put me down. Right? So, what to do? Stop putting people on a pedestal. Out of age, maybe they're elder to us, or maybe, out of love, respect, you do these things. But have you ever known that do they also feel the same for you? This is what we have to learn. I'm not saying don't respect people. Please do respect people, but in a limit, in a boundary. You have to make a very strong boundary in front of you, and this is my limit of respect. This is my limit of love and respect, and that limit you are going to set for yourself. You're not going to set limits for others, you're going to set limits for yourself. After this boundary, I am not going to like and love anyone. That is where you will start healing yourself. You are not going to put anybody on a pedestal, beat anybody in this world. When you stop doing that, you stop giving the power for other person to hurt you. Nobody has a power to hurt you, no one, unless you allow them to hurt you. And why do you allow them to hurt you? Because you are emotionally attached. Any emotional attachment gives them the power to hurt you, gives them the power to be attached to you and then hurt you. When you give other people power, you tell them that come and do what you want. Why do you give them power? You should be indulging in self-love. Self-love is something that you should do to yourself to get rid of this victim energy that you have been put down by people just because you are a strong person, just because you are a good human being. Can I ask you a question? Whom do you put down? You can only put down a person who is on a pedestal. You can only put down a person who is above you. Can you put down a person who is below you? No, that person is already below. Somewhere in those people's mind, maybe it could be a group of people, it could be one person. Why do they put down? Because they think that you are better than them. They don't have those qualities and abilities as you. Maybe you're a very good looking person. When you are a better looking person, you are a better human being, you're strong, you're independent, I'm just giving an example. There could be thousands and lakhs of qualities that you have, which though they don't have. What happens? They come and victimize you, they put you down, they criticize you, they gossip about you, they will call you names, they will just tarnish your image, badmouth you. Why? Because that is what they don't have. I will only criticize a person on those qualities that I cannot imbibe in myself. Person who is strong, who is a better person, people will put down that person. So you have to also understand one thing, even if it's your inner child problem, you are also a better person, and that is why you've been put down, and that is why you have been criticized. right? What do? We get into self-love. The more you get into self-love, the more you love yourself, the more you care about yourself, the more you appreciate yourself, you are not going to face such problems, because you are all into yourself. You have made your own world. Stop hanging out with people whom you have to please to be with, whom you have to put a pedestal to be with. Be with people who are positive. Be with people who like you. Make your own space. Create your own world. If you are happy with yourself, everybody will be happy with you. If you are loving yourself, everybody will love you. Yeah, there will still be people who will hate you because you are better than them, but then that's their problem. I love and accept myself. I am not that good looking. I don't have great hair. I don't have a great skin tone. I am fat. I am thin, and I am this and I am that. Whatever I am, I love myself. I love all my flaws. I love everything about myself. I even love the worst thing about myself. I love that. I am a very upfront person. I go and tell anybody anything, be it what age they are in. I love that about myself. I have that ability. I have that guts. I love it. And I don't care what people say. I love everything about myself. And that is where you will start accepting yourself. I'm an upfront person. I just go and tell anybody whatever I feel like. That's a flaw. I love it. How many people have these qualities? If somebody doesn't like it, let that person not talk to me. Every flaw, every small thing of yours, if you love, you will see the energy changing around you. The same people who are putting you down will start accepting you. People who really love you will be with you. People who can't tolerate your energy will go away. It doesn't matter. Right? Self-love is very, very important. Until you don't get into self-love, it will not change. Don't let other people's emotions control you. Don't let other people's thoughts control you. Don't let anybody control you. If you let everybody control you, your life is going to be only a misery. And you will keep experiencing the same experiences every time. People will keep putting you down. People will keep talking about you. The more you're into yourself, the more safer you are. Nobody will be able to ever touch you or hurt you again. I'm not talking about disconnection. I'm talking about loving yourself. Every day, in the night before sleeping, I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself 11 times before sleeping. You will see the changes in you. The minute you start accepting all your flaws and loving all your flaws, you will start getting into self-love. Second remedy that I will want to tell you for this is Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is one of the most strongest prayer that I recommend. I do use it in my healings also. Take a deep breath, sit down just before you're sleeping on the bed and say this prayer. One hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. Thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry. 21 times for 21 days. Do this and you will see the intent, the prayer you are saying it to yourself. I love and accept myself. I forgive myself. Right? You are going to tell it to yourself. I accept my qualities, my flaws. I accept the way I am. I do not give my power to anyone. The other thing that you can do is take a red color candle, because red color signifies power, self-love, power. So you have to take back your power from others for treating you badly. Nobody has a right to treat you badly. You take a red color candle, take an incense stick, the back of the incense stick, you are going to write an intention on the candle, your name, then you will write, I love and accept myself. Right? After this, you are going to burn down the candle on a full moon night. Right? This is also something that you can do for yourself. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please love yourself. Do not bother about anybody who has hurt you. Do not give your power to anyone. If somebody doesn't like you, tell them stay away. This is a responsibility which you have for yourself. Don't let anybody's nature, their negativity control you. Nobody has the power to put you down. And believe me, when you are sitting on a pedestal, you are better than others, only that time people will put you down. So there is something in you that people cannot do for themselves, create within themselves. You are special, and that is why people put you down. Only the most special people in the world are put down. I am special. Are you? I'm sure you are. You will write this in the comment box and tell me whether you are special or no. Okay? So I hope you like this video, and do let me know what more would you like to learn from me, or need to make videos on. And that's all. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, and message me, email me for personal paid appointments only. That's all for today. Goodbye. God bless. Bye-bye.